What's good? What's good, YouTube? Y'all already know what time it is, man. Hit that like button. I ain't gonna even start till you hit that like button. You got enough time to do it right now. Hit that like button. Today we're gonna be talking about TDC wine, man. I got a hell of a story about that hooch, man. About that hooch and what that hooch would make you do. Before I start, man, I tell y'all this, man. Shout out to anybody that have ever bought a gallon of wine for me in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, man. Y'all seen them boys on Duck Dynasty and how they make their wine? It was like white lightning. I ain't gonna say I was damn near close to them, but I was damn near close to them, right? So we all know, man, that I worked in the officers' dining hall, man, where everything was at your dispense, man. I'm talking about sugar, motherfucking yeast, any kind of fruit you want. I had it all. So I used to exercise my wine rights. As we would say when I was in there, man, we put them on and take them off, man, like it wasn't shit, right? But I can't tell this story, man, without shouting out to my ODR boys, man, that was in there with me, man, that held me down when nobody else couldn't hold me down, man. Shout out Seed Head. Shout out Fat Man. Shout out Gato, the black motherfucking fetus of the cat, right? Yeah, them boys that held me down, man, and during the rough times and the good times, man. And we had a lot of good times in that joint, man. I was an ODR head cook for 10 flat years, man. So you can imagine the things I've seen and the things I did when I worked in ODR, man. Put it like this, man. As an officer, right? If you did any kind of fucking over my partners down on them parts, when you came in there, you was on mirror restriction. I don't give a damn who you is, who you cool with, or none of that. You on mirror restriction. It's one thing that I didn't go for is you playing two ends in the middle. I'm talking about laws, right? So if you came in my spot on some special shit cooked, after I roll one of my partners up, you out of there. So that was one of my main things in ODR. And whoever was on board was in there, you had to follow penitentiary rules, man. Penitentiary rule was always in effect on my shift, right? And my shift was from 1:30 to 10:30 in the morning. That was my shift. So you can imagine me going to work at 1:30 at night and getting off at 10:30 in the morning in between both shifts, right? Seen it all, done it all in that ODR. Let's get back to the story at hand. So, man, I'm going to go ahead and tell you about, man, my partner. We called him South D, man. South D was a young motherfucker out the South, man. And he was one of our partners, man, when we put him on and we take him off. I'm talking about the gallons, that is, because we always kept it up in the roof, right? We always kept our shit up in the roof. Not inside the ODR, but we kept it on the outside of the ODR. So picture this. Just picture this. Me brewing it up in the ODR, my ingredients, right? Yeah, my ingredients. I'm going to give you some hell of a wine making ingredients, right? I used to use the ball yeast, real pineapple juice off the pineapples, right? Water, and you got to have your sugar. Got to have your sugar. because sugar make the wine, right? So boom, I used to put 4 on at a time. I put 4 on, put them up in the spot. Next day come back, put another 4 on, and put the other 2 on. So we got 10 wines cooking all at the same time. It wasn't a day that we didn't go in that motherfucker and we didn't drink, right? But you know one thing, just like in the streets, when you get drunk, shit happens. It ain't always good. It ain't always bad, right? So I tell you this here, but me, my biggest enjoyment was seeing the team fucked up because we all had a lot of time, right? But here's the thing, I wasn't a hell of a drinker, but they was. So I had the ingredients. So they're like, hey, Wood, put them batches on for us, man. I ain't got no problem with that. Let's do this shit, right? So anyway, I put the batches on, man, and on this one particular day, man, I made a bad motherfucker, a ketchup batch. Yeah, ketchup. Wine out of ketchup. Bad motherfucker, right? So the fat man come in one day, right? He come in, man, I don't want to drink none of that motherfucking ketchup, man. That shit ain't no good. That shit ain't no good. I said, I'm telling you, man, you don't know what the fuck you missing. So me and Seed at the table, shout out Seed Head, man, because you already know I'm a bad motherfucker making that wine. So me and Seed at the table, right? So we drinking, you know, and we sit back doing our thing, right? And we drinking out the big motherfucking red cups in the ODR, right? So we getting fucked up. Fat man started trolling back through there. He started trolling, man, let me try that shit, Wood. So I put him on. Here you go. He down that bitch. Boom. Come back for another. Boom. That third one, this is what he yelling out. Bam, 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 bam. I said, well, goddamn. I thought that ketchup wasn't about shit. He said, man, that's a bad motherfucker, Wood. I said, I told you, man. I'm a motherfucking natural brewery in this bitch, man. Anheuser-Busch ain't got shit on me. So anyway, man, my little partner Sav come in, right? He don't work enough. Sav don't work in the ODR. He works on the cook floor, right? Stay with me now, because like I said, all wine stories ain't good stories, right? So anyway, man, Sav come in this motherfucker, man. Now he get his shit. You know, I let him drink. He down 2 cups. Boom. I get him back out. He said, man, I'll be back. Let me go put this motherfucker me vegetables on. I said, bet that, right? So anyway, it's another nigga coming up out of Austin, Texas. He coming up by the name of Big A. Big A coming up, right? Now, when Big A coming up, he get some wine, 2-3 cups, right? Keep in mind, we already fucked up, me and the fat man and Seed Head. We already sitting up in this bitch fucked up, right? Off of this motherfucking ketchup, right? So anyway, man, the coast is clear now. So ain't nobody in this motherfucker but us 3. So we just sitting back in the AC, man, and watching the motherfucking, COs go in and out of that bitch, man, women coming in and out, man. We doing what we do, man. It's kind of like we on the streets, man. Because when you work in the motherfucking ODR, man, everything go. You gonna see everything and everybody. So you get first action at whatever go down. You can shout stop on a drop, get out of motherfucking CO, female or male. It's whatever. Because that's headquarters of the laws. But you got to be careful because you don't want to be threading on thin line and get your ass locked up for inappropriate relationship. That's what you don't want to do. So anyway, but my team never got cuffed and stuff in no inappropriate relationship because we was always up to speed on it. And by me being in the game as long as I have, not to say that they didn't know shit, but as far as that end of the field, my experience was greater than theirs. Why? Because I've been in this establishment longer than they have. So I recruit who I want to come in ODR. That's what you call politicking at its finest, right? And that's what I did. I protected the home front. Didn't want nobody in that motherfucker that didn't know the game. 100, straight across the board. Back to the story. So, like I said, man, you know, you got boys going in and out of the yard, and we all drinking wine, right? So anyway, man, Big A come in, right? And in the past, him and the fat man had a problem with each other, right? So Big A come in, man. He's standing right there by the scullery door, holding on the motherfucking scullery door. I know he fucked up. So he go to mumbling up on his breath to the fat man, right? And so the fat man like, man, what's up, eh? He's like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. He said, no, you mumbling up on your breath, man. And I heard you say something, you know, call my name. And so there it go. That motherfucking ketchup kicked in. So now they going back and forth with each other, arguing like a motherfucker. But the ODR is clear. It ain't nobody in the dining hall. And CD is sitting out at the table, but you have to come in on the inside of the door to hear what they talking about, right? So you already know when there's some arguing going back and forth, man. Motherfucking penitentiary ain't getting nobody business, man, because guess what? Ain't nobody turning down no motherfucking good fight. Because we know one thing. Penitentiary rules are always in effect. If you drop him, let him get back up, and you ain't gonna do no motherfucking wrestling. That ain't gonna happen. So anyway, man, let me say this right here. The fat man is every bit of 250. Fat man every bit of 250. Big A, every bit of 240. So you got two big motherfuckers, right? One work on the cook floor, one work in the ODR with me. He is an ODR cook, just as I am, right? The only difference between me and him is that I was the head ODR cook and he was the ODR cook coming from another unit. But we still was on the same level as far as that, right? So anyway, they go back and forth, they argue with each other, right? And when that bitch word come up, you might well do what you need to get did, because that's gonna set everything off. So when the bitch word come up, he called T a bitch. Bitch, you gonna make me whoop you. And that was it, right? T come back through the door, and there they go. Boom, 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 boom. So T catch him, bam, drop him by the motherfucking dishwashing machine. When he dropped him by the dishwashing machine, I'm like, damn, he hit his motherfucking head on the dishwashing machine. So now I'm like, man, god damn, man. So I had to go back there. I said, say, Big A, you good? You good? He wasn't saying shit. He just looking at me like this here. And then a few seconds he came around and said, yeah, I'm good, man, I'm good. So he studied like he want to get at T, right? And so, you know, they going back and forth with each other. So I said, look out, Big A, I'm telling you right now, if he drop you again, I ain't gonna stop it. You already know what's up when you come out. You already know what's up when you come out. So anyway, I knock on the door, get him the fuck out of there, because I don't need no heat up in this motherfucker, right? Because all that shit gonna fall right back on me. So now, boom, we chill out for about 25, 30 minutes, right? Chill out for about 25, 30 minutes. So we both, all of us go back on the floor. So we got about half a G left, right? Sal come back in there, right? He come back in there. Man, what's up? So he sit at the table with us, right? So now we all shit, you know, like we at the motherfucking cantina, you know what I'm saying? So we drinking, you know what I'm saying? We just ride, you know, talking about motherfucking free world shit, talking about the motherfuckers that's in the penitentiary, talking about moves we can make and what we can get brought in, how we can get away with it, right? It was always something to conspire about on a hustle. So anyway, man, Sal said, man, that's all we got left. So I said, yeah. He said, man, let me get another one down. I said, bro, You don't need shit else. Man, I'm telling you, I'm good, man. I'm good. But he's saying he good, but he's saying in that motherfucking drunk voice, man, I'm good. I'm good. So they looking at me. I said, go on, get the shit, right? So he going on, get the shit, you know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, he have to leave back out of ODR, right? He got to leave back out of the ODR, get on the motherfucking table, go up in the motherfucking roof, walk that motherfucking goddamn thin line up there, and then pull one down and hand it to Seed Head, right? He said, hey, he handed it to Seed Head, right? And they got to smuggle the bitch back up in the ODR. We sit right there and chill. So anyway, we do all that, man, and you know, we continue to goddamn me drink. And at the end of the motherfucking day, I had to replenish them 2 G's that we drunk. Because I like to drink, put one on, take one off. And the only way that's gonna happen, I have to do that shit while my team is there, right? Because I didn't fuck with nobody else on that end of the field, because guess what? Everybody can't pay attention to detail like my team, right? So anyway, man, I said, y'all ready? I said, man, hold it down. Let me go in here. You got that going here, and I'll put these 2 back on, right? So bam, I get my shit, get my little old motherfucking kicker. And what a kicker is, man, it's a kickstarter to a wine. And that make the motherfucker start bubbling. That's what a kicker is, right? For anybody don't know what a penitentiary kicker is on wine, right? So anyway, man, y'all stay with me, because this shit here is a food right here. This one the food right here. So I make it up, 2 G's, right? Cap them off, put them in the same bag. I used to have them in a trash can bags with a little hole in the top of the motherfucking top, so you know the motherfucking the air can escape out of the jug. Because if not, if that motherfucker fill up too fat, it's gonna blow up. When it blow up, the whole kitchen gonna be smelling like wine, right? So anyway, I cap them off, put them back in the bag, get the door open. I said, man, y'all roll it on down there. Boom. So they, look both ways, like with the motherfucking stop sign, going on to the motherfucking chow hall, put it back in the roof, right? So I see C come back in the chow hall, right? So keep in mind, South don't work in there. He work on the cook floor, right? And I ain't going out there and look for him, because normally he'll put it up and then he gone on about his business, right? All he want to do is drink, which was good with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't climbing on no motherfucking ceiling, and none of my team ain't climbing no ceiling. So we had him to climb in the ceiling to put the drink up there, right? So anyway, we back up in ODR, man. So it's motherfucking count time, right? So we count. And they counting shit. They counting. So they pull us out of ODR, and we get pulled out of ODR. So now you got the fat man and you got Big A. The side of Big A motherfucking face look like the elephant man, right? So now him and T, they mashed up at each other. So I'm saying in my mind, damn, I hope they don't start squabbling out here on this motherfucking cook floor, man, because it's going to be fucked up, because they smell like wine, right? So anyway, we get through that, man, and they count us, and we go back in. But time is started going by, and these motherfuckers is studied motherfucking counting. So I'm like, damn, why these motherfuckers count so much? So anyway, man, they come back in, do another recount. We do another recount of ODR, right? So anyway, finally, they come over the radio. Man, y'all rack it up, man. Rack the unit up. Rack the whole unit up. So, we got to come out of the kitchen, strip down, and all this old shit, right? So we come out of the kitchen, strip down. They escort us to the motherfucking house, right? And they escort us to the house. We stayed in one area, and the other team stayed in the other area. South stayed on the building because of how much time he had, right? So anyway, we sitting right there chilling, man, and we stayed racked up a long motherfucking time, man. A long time. It don't dawn on me. I said, well, I be goddamn, man. I tell my boy Fat Man, I say, you know who they looking for? He said, what they looking for? He said, man, they looking for motherfucking me South D, man. Man, what that? I said, man, I'm telling you, looking for South D, man. They looking for South D. You gotta remember, man, South D done had 4 or 5 cups of this motherfucking me ketchup, man. He fucked up. And what happened was Seedhead had the motherfucking wine up to him while he was in the roof, and he just burnt off. He didn't wait to see if he come down. He just burnt off and came back up in ODR like we normally do. So it's all good. At least that's what he think, right? So anyway, like I said, man, they racked this motherfucker up, man, and you know they counting goddamn me something serious, man. So now they going from building to building. These motherfuckers thinking somebody done escaped, right? Ain't no motherfucking body escaped. What happened is South up in this motherfucking ceiling. He up in this motherfucking ceiling. He done fell the fuck out. Full of that motherfucking wine. He done fucked around and laid down in that corner on one of the motherfucking beams and then never come back down, right? So they looking for his ass. They got bed books, all this shit. They looking for his ass. And he up in the motherfucking child house ceiling, right? So anyway, they coming by bed book. Show me ID, show me ID, show me ID, right? Come to find out, they pin it. They looking for his ass, right? They looking for him. So boom. Now, it's the ship done goddamn me changed. They done let them people go home. They coming in on fucking another ship. Still counting, right? So they walk the chow hall, everywhere on the unit. They looking on the unit for this thing. He full of this motherfucking wine. And y'all already know when you get a hold of that motherfucking good wine, you going to sleep. You going to sleep because this shit is not cut. It's probably 96, 97 proof. It's going to put you on your ass if you drink too many cups of it, right? I mean, like I said, I'm close to the motherfucking Duck Dynasty bars, man. So anyway, long story short, man, they finally going to motherfucking child house. He done woke up. And when he wake up, ain't nobody in this bitch. Nobody in this bitch but Laws. So he hear him down in the motherfucking child hall, looking all up on the motherfucking me bean shoot, all up on the motherfucking me coffee irons, all this shit. You know, no motherfucking inmate, they won't be up on no coffee iron, but they just front because they can't find where he at. They pull this shit out. Finally, he know he in serious trouble. He in serious trouble. So anyway, he's trying to walk like Jesus walked on water, soft. Wasn't happening. He nervous. Guess what he do? Fall through the motherfucking roof. Boom. And when he fall through the motherfucking roof, that's when they discovered he built that motherfucking roof all motherfucking day. And fucked the counter up and all that, right? So, long story short, man, never underestimate the power of that motherfucking me TDC hooch, man. And it was made by the TDC motherfucking me, goddamn me, brewery. OG Hollywood. Yeah, had many boys fall victim to that motherfucking me TDC hooch. Just like I said, it was already a drama early in the day. Big A and the Fat Man got into it, right? South fell through the motherfucking roof, fucked up the count. Never underestimate the power of that TDC hooch, man. Hit that motherfucking like and subscribe button, man. And guess what? Don't get caught slipping out there in them streets drinking that drink, man. Salute. OG Hollywood.